There are many trades upon the earth, some grand and others modest, but none is greater than the farmer, for he must fit them all. At Indorama Fertilizers, our dream is the farmer's dream, to ensure the food security of the nation by supplying the people with the finest urea fertilizers, produced in the largest single-line urea fertilizer plants in the world. Every bag of Indorama fertilizer contains a promise of a large harvest of healthy crops for the sustenance and growth of our economy and the joy of our people. The future of every great nation lies within the seeds planted into our soils today. As the leaves begin to sprout, so does hope for a bountiful harvest of grain and fruits, nuts and tubers. Our dream is for every harvest to be a celebration of abundance. Everything else can wait, but not agriculture. Indorama Fertilizers, redefining agriculture. Indorama Fertilizers is a subsidiary of Indorama Group, a multi-billion-dollar corporation with active operations in 4 continents and a global footprint of 65 sites in 26 countries. Indorama Corporation is a global business leader in the production of thermoplastic petrochemicals, nitrogen and phosphate-based fertilizers, yarn and several other high-demand products.
When it comes to Nigerian population, 70% of population is the farmer. It means out of 200 million people, 140 million people are the farmers. The whole of Nigerian future depends on the farming activities. Indorama is working on the food security of the Nigeria. In this field, we are working very aggressively.
Indorama is promoting innovative agriculture that will be a mix of new technologies and as well of best practices adapted to the Nigerian conditions.
I'm here to tell you one thing, that Indorama has taken fertilizer business very seriously in Nigeria. We have already invested more than $1.5 billion in setting up world's single largest stream of urea manufacturing. We produce more than 1.5 million tons a year. We are already in advanced stage of working for the second line. That will take our capacity to almost like 3 million tons by 2021. This is one of the largest investments in downstream sector in Nigeria, and especially focusing on fertilizer. That will take Nigerian agricultural status into a different zone.
In its few years venturing into the Nigerian market, Indorama Fertilizers has made giant strides towards impacting the country's agricultural sector through business development and agronomy. Through aggressive farmer training and educational activities, staff training, conferences and field demonstrations, Indorama has improved the lives of more than 12,000 farmers, with projections to reach over 200,000 farmers by the end of 2017 and up to 2.5 million farmers by the end of 2022.
What we do in Indorama as agronomists, we go to fields, we meet farmers in the fields, we go to research institute, ADPs, that is Agricultural Development Project, like we have gone to Makarfi local government in Kaduna State, Ikara, we have gone to Soba local government, we organize field days also. In this, we distribute our numbers, we sanitize them on base agronomic practices and base management on different crops.
Na amfani manomi ne, na amfani da takin Indorama. Saboda haka na noma shi na ji daɗi yadda ya kamata. Yawwa, saboda haka na yi buhu 17 bara, to bana da samu sai na kai buhu 30 na takin Indorama. Indorama mun ji daɗin shi yadda ya kamata.
Indorama Fertilizers has also deployed specialists to conduct extensive soil sampling throughout Nigeria, generating over 1,000 soil samples in 2017 alone.
We emphasize on farmers to do soil tests. So when we give them our numbers, they used to call us for us to come and test their soil and ascertain the fertility content of their soil.
The information gathered through this research initiative continues to be broadcasted comprehensively through radio talk shows. 50 talk shows have been projected for the year 2017 alone. Indorama is affiliated with several international development partners and TV media companies, including Africa Fertilizer and Agribusiness Partnership (AFAB). International Fertilizer Development Center (IFDC), Propcom, McCarthy, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, International Plant Nutrition Institutes, and several others. Indorama works with these international development partners to educate and train African farmers and popularize agronomy and developmental activities at local and international level.
Indorama is an international organization, and then they specialize on fertilizer, especially urea and some other granular fertilizer. So when they came into Nigeria, they have been in Nigeria for a very long time. And because of our own importance in rice production in Nigeria, and the rice requires a lot of fertilizer, and they felt that, okay, coming in collaboration with us, we enable farmers to have access to their own fertilizer, especially the urea, which is required by the farmers.
Iowa 24 broadcast Indorama Fertilizers Agronomy and Farmer Training Initiatives in breakfast shows in sub-Saharan Africa. Indorama produces and distributes comprehensive promotional and training materials to intimate the Nigerian public on important agricultural information and what they stand to gain from patronizing their products and services. Indorama Granular Urea Fertilizer is the best in the market all over the globe. It has a low burate and moisture content, a higher crushing strength than any of its competitors, as well as low iron content and uniform granular size. It is ammonia-free. Indorama's fertilizer plant in Portharcourt, Nigeria, produces 1.5 million metric tons of urea fertilizer. Apart from supplying urea to farmers throughout Nigeria, the company also supplies urea to blending plants across the country to produce NPK fertilizers in line with the federal government's Presidential Fertilizer Initiative.
We are playing a substantial role in Presidential's initiative in fertilizer, where we have agreed and signed a memorandum of understanding with the federal government to supply urea at very competitive price, and that, in fact, lower than the international price. That we think it's our role to play as a corporate citizen, as a part of the growth strategy which the federal government has laid for the growth of agriculture in the country.
Presidential Fertilizer Initiative was actually a brainchild of federal government to be able to capacitate our local blenders to be able to make fertilizer available and affordable to farmers. In all of this, at the end of the day, the beneficiary is the farmer and the country at large. Our food security has now been improved. Farmers' income has been improved because we now have more production, and already with what has happened now, our import bill has also reduced drastically. All in all, we want to specifically state that Indorama has actually played a very vital role in our actual development since they came in about over a year ago. And one other very area that is very critical is their farmer support. Working with farmers, sensitizing them on the need to use fertilizer. Because at the end of the day, when you increase the use of fertilizer, it's going to have a direct effect on your productivity.
First thing, we are making the urea available all across, and the surplus quantity of Indorama urea we are exporting to other countries, so that we are also bringing the foreign exchange in the country. So on the both way, improving this crop production in the Nigeria by supplying huge quantity of the fertilizer in the country, and exporting to other countries to bring the foreign exchange in the country. So Indorama is helping a lot to boost the Nigerian economy.
Indorama Fertilizer will ensure the future of Nigerians for years to come through the growth and development of the nation's agricultural sector. The future of Nigeria is agriculture. The future of agriculture is Indorama.